for special interests. They want to cut middle-class families loose to fend for themselves. So if you're out of work, tough luck, you're on your own. If you don't have health insurance or your insurance company drops you when you get sick, too bad. You're on your own. You're a young person trying to make it to college, but you don't have a lot of money. Too bad. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You're on your own. It's the same agenda that turned record surpluses into record deficits, that allowed Wall Street to run wild, that nearly destroyed our economy. So I bring this up. I want to just go down memory lane there for a moment. Not to re-argue the past, but because we don't want to relive the past. We've been there before. We've tried what they're selling, and we're not buying it. We're not going back.
Hell no! You're going forward.
Around the country, I've been trying to describe it this way. Imagine the American economy as a car. And the Republicans were at the wheel, and they drove it into a ditch. And it's a steep ditch. It's a deep ditch. And somehow they walked away. But we had to go down there. So me and all the Democrats, we put on our boots and we rappelled down into the ditch. And it was muddy down there and hot. We're sweating, pushing on the car. Feet are slipping. Bugs are swarming. We look up, and the Republicans are up there, and we call them down, but they say, no, we're not going to help. They're just sipping on a Slurpee, fanning themselves. They're saying you're not pushing hard enough. You're not pushing the right way, but they won't come down to help. In fact, they're kind of kicking dirt down into us, down into the ditch. But that's okay. We know what our job is, and we kept on pushing, we kept on pushing, we kept on pushing, until finally, we've got that car on level ground. Finally, we got the car back on the road. Finally, we got that car pointing in the right direction. And suddenly, we had this tap on our shoulder, and we look back, and who is it? It's the Republicans. And they're saying, excuse me, we'd like the keys back. And we've got to say to them, I'm sorry, you can't have the keys back. You don't know how to drive. You don't know how to drive. You can ride with us, but we're driving. And we're going to have the middle class sitting right beside us, because they're the folks that we're fighting for. Look, because of the steps we've taken, we no longer face the possibility of a second depression. The economy is growing again. We've seen private sector job growth for 9 months in a row. But we've still got a long way to go. We've still got a lot of work to do. All across this state, from Carbondale to Elgin to Quincy to Chicago, folks are hurting. There are too many folks without jobs. Some families are hanging on by a thread. That's what keeps me up at night. That's what keeps Pat up at night. That's what keeps Alexi up at night. That's what keeps us fighting, because we know that we've still got a long way to go. See, we've got a different idea about what the future should hold for families across Illinois and across this country. And it's an idea rooted in our belief about how this country was built. You know, you think about our stories. Pat came from humble beginnings. Alexi, from an immigrant family. Me, you guys know my background. We didn't come to the scene. We didn't come to the scene with a silver spoon in our mouths. Our families worked hard, and they knew that government doesn't have all the answers to our problems. We believe government has to be lean and efficient. We believe that free enterprise is the greatest engine for prosperity ever known to man. But in the words of the first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln, we also believe that government should and must do for the people what they cannot do by themselves individually. We believe in America that rewards hard work and responsibility for everybody and creates ladders of opportunity. We believe in a country where we look after one another, where we say, I am my brother's keeper, I am my sister's keeper. That's the America we believe in. That's the America we know. That's the choice in this election.